Welcome to the thrilling world of the Flying Runr, brought to you by the Marathon Mates.
Hey there, everyone. It's Tony from the Flying Runr, and welcome to Out and Back. Out and Back is the turning point for your weekly running journey. Now, regular listeners to our podcast would know that I recently completed the Tokyo Marathon after coming back from a fractured fibula that I sustained from a fall that I had in the bridge to Brisbane here in Queensland in October. Just 1 week after completing the Chicago Marathon and bagging my 5th star. Now, I had some luck with the fracture itself, that it was a non-displacement fracture, frequently called a Weber A fracture, which meant that I believe that it means that the bone itself didn't dislodge, it stayed in alignment. So if it was a clean break, for example, my rehab would have no doubt been much more of a challenge to get ready in time for Tokyo. Now, the ankle will continue to be an ongoing long-term concern. I still need a brace on it when I run, and I still need to keep exercising and doing certain exercises to unlock the ankle, as it tightens up and locks very easily, which then creates some issues in other parts of my leg. I still have a bit of ongoing tenderness in the Achilles area. So in many ways, it's still a work in progress. But today, what I wanted to do is just share some of the learnings that I had from the injury rehab process and what I could have done better to help the process. Now, firstly, I wouldn't have waited 4 weeks to get my ankle checked out. So I got an MRI and an X-ray done 4 weeks after the actual injury. Now, I would have had it if I would have checked the ankle and done those things much earlier in a perfect world. Now, the sooner you get your injury checked, the sooner you can get the right recovery happening for yourself. Now, the funny thing is, I knew it was serious when I had done the accident. I just maybe didn't want to believe it. So I knew I had Tokyo coming up in March, and I really wanted to make sure that there were no hindrances in me getting to Tokyo. But if it was to happen again, and in a perfect world, I certainly would have had those X-rays and MRIs done a lot sooner than 4 weeks after. Secondly, I had some real urgency to get back into training. So once my moon boot came off at the end of November, I just wanted to get back into training. I knew that there were some cutoffs in Tokyo that were causing me some concern. So I really wanted to make sure that I started to get some miles in my legs and started to make sure that I was comfortable in those particular cutoffs. Now, this created extra stress and extra pain in other parts of my leg, as my running style had shifted and was compensating for the ankle. So I had pain in my hips, my back, and my glutes. So in my mind, a graduated return to training would have been a much better plan than just jumping straight back into it. Based on what I did, I was working and dealing with multiple pain areas, and that's just never good when you're coming back from an injury. So put together a graduated training plan that incorporates, number 3, some strength training. So be aware of the required exercises that you need to be doing to rehab not just the injured area, whatever injury you're coming back from, but also exercises that will help you build up muscle strength in and around the injury. So you're giving a much more well-rounded approach to that injury management and strength training. Number 4 would be to find ways to cross-train to keep your core fitness going at a level without having impact on the injury. Find some low impact exercises or some low impact activities like swimming that can help keep you moving, help keep you fit, but reduces impact in and around the injury or the injured muscle that you have. So cross training, obviously number 4, and then number 5 would be just be patient, right? Be patient. The risk of re-injury is real, or in my case, the risk of injuring something else was absolutely real. So be patient and stay positive about the progress that you're making and your return to full training. So firstly, get your ankle or your injury checked as soon as possible. Secondly, create a graduated return to training plan. Thirdly, strength exercises in and around the injury and what is best for the injury itself. Look at some cross-training activities, things like swimming and low impact. And then finally, from a mindset perspective, be patient and positive. Injuries are never nice, as we know, and rehab is never anything that we really want to be doing. We just want to get back out there and running. So do it right and give yourself the best chance of getting back on the road. And that's it for Out and Back for this week. I hope to see you out there. Happy running.